you are going to solve these. Okay. If I wanted to isolate you, what would that mean? Kind of. But if, let's say you're really sick and I'm like, I got to isolate you. What's that mean? I'm putting you by yourself, right? Like sometimes when you have the flu, you're isolated. So isolating in math is the same thing. You got to get it by yourself. So in this situation, we want to isolate W. Right now, what is with W? Everybody. L. So if this was a one-step equation, this is length times width, right? To undo multiplication, you would divide. So basically, you want to get rid of L. You're trying to get W alone. So how can I move L? Everybody? Divide. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to draw your balance bar. We're going to act like it's calibrated. You would draw your balance bar. I want to get W alone. So I got to move the L. So all I'm going to do is divide this side by L. And I'm going to divide this side by L. Everybody with me? So on this side, what would cancel? On the right side, what would cancel? L. So what would be the only thing left over here? W. So W equals A divided by L. That's all it's asking you to do. It's not asking you to take that any further. But now it works in your favor. So if I was to say the area is 20 and the length is 5, what's the width? 4. Because now you have a formula for width. You take the area, you divide it by length, that'll get you width. It just helps you use formulas in a different way. Because sometimes we're given formulas in one way, but we may need it another way. Everybody with me? Okay. You guys try 2 and 3. I want you to isolate S here. I want you to isolate J or K here. Try it with your shoulder partners. Alright, so this one's pretty simple. You want to get S alone. So you basically have to move the C. The C is being what? Subtracted. What's the opposite of subtraction? So all you have to do is add C, add C. What cancels on the right side? C. So you're left with P plus C equals S. Everybody good on that one? All right, let's do the last one. So you want to isolate K. You're trying to get K alone. What's happening with K and J right now? What? K is divided by J. What's the opposite of divide by J? Multiply. So you're multiplying this side by J, and you got to multiply this side by J. What cancels on the right side? J's. So you're left with K. K is now isolated, and it's the same as J times H, or H times J. It doesn't matter. Any questions on example 1, 2, or 3? Yes. For number 3, There is multiple ways. How is this being so funny? Okay. There's multiple ways you can do this. You need to get L by itself. So tell me the things you need to move to get L by itself. There's multiple things we need to move. What's one? We need to move 2. How many 2s? 2 of them. We need to move 2 2s. What else do we need to move? W. The W. Okay. You can do this in multiple orders. I'm going to show you how I would do it. So I draw my balance bar. I would move the W's first. And how many W's are there? 2. So if I was doing this, since I want to get L alone, I'm going to subtract 2W. And I'm going to subtract 2W from both sides. So all I have, this cancels. I'm left with P minus 2W equals 2L. And I write the L in cursive so I don't get confused with the 1, but it doesn't matter. Anyone confused up to this point? Okay, if I have to get the L alone, what's happening between the 2 and the L? Everybody? What's the opposite of multiplication? Okay, so watch. I'm going to divide this side by 2. I have to divide this entire side by 2. So I'm going to divide this entire side by 2. Everybody with me so far? Okay, so what will cancel over here? Not the 2. But the 2 won't cancel for the P. The 2 is only going to cancel for the W. So I can cross this 2 out. So on this side, I'm left with P divided by 2 minus W equals, what's the only thing left on this side? L. I can't cancel the 2 out completely over here because the P doesn't have a 2. If they both had a 2, then the 2 could cancel completely. But since it doesn't, the P still has to have the 2. They would both have to have the 2 for this 2 to cancel. Does that make sense? You could have divided by 2 from the very start if you wanted to, and that would have been fine too. I just prefer to do it last. Questions about this one? Subtract 7, I like it. Okay? Subtract 7, So 5A equals P minus 7. Everybody good so far? Now what do I have to do to everything? Divide by 5. Divide this side by 5. Divide this entire side by 5. Everybody with me? The 5's cancel because 5 divided by 5 is just 1. So A equals B minus 7 over 5 because nothing can cancel on that side. Everybody with me? You could totally write it as A equals B divided by 5 minus 7 divided by 5 if you like to separate them. But they both have to be divided by 5 because the entire side gets divided by 5. Fighting. Right. Yeah, if it canceled. Yep. Other questions? Yes. I want you all to try example 3 if you feel good to go. Sure.